GTA 5 online missions, the Los Santos connection, Double A Gamer for Life, Snow Devil. Okay, this is probably right up there on one of our favorite missions. We do it all the time. As far as I'm concerned, it's the missions the way missions should be. You know, a couple objectives, go here, go there, go over here, go up to Martin's house afterwards. It's by far one of our favorite ones. Okay, most of the time it's just me and Demented Priest, and he will usually bring his helicopter in, and it just goes without saying, a little helicopter support makes your life a lot easier. And you save a lot less on ammunition too, but for this one we're going to do it on the ground. I do have a helicopter, but Snow Devil does not. But for the video, we're going to just do it on the ground like anybody else would do it. Now, it's easy for some high-level dudes to come up and use RPGs and that kind of thing. But if you don't have RPGs and grenade launchers, I mean, you can use stickies, you can use regular throwing grenades. It's not that big of a deal. You're in a pretty good area where you can use cover to your advantage. The vehicles are coming in, and you'll see me use the RPG to blow them up. But you can easily use your throwing grenades or stickies. Anyway, the first part of this mission, you go to the alley, you shoot up the place. When you get everybody down, that's going to spawn up a couple of enemy vehicles to come after you. Now, you need to be careful about using explosives up in this area. You don't want to blow these vehicles up. Alright, if you blow those vehicles up, it's going to be mission failed. You need to get into the vehicle to activate the GPS. I'm going to have my buddy Snow Devil do that. I'm like, get in the vehicle, get the GPS to activate. While I go out here and deal with these oncoming vehicles. And that was way short. I mean, I should probably be using throwing frags. I mean, they're a lot cheaper than an RPG. You know, the RPG ammo is very expensive, but it just gets to a point where, it'd be nice to make, all the money towards your bottom line instead of, a small percentage of it compared to what it costs you for ammunition to what you make on a mission. So, yeah, I'm going to use quite a bit of the rocket launcher in this mission. And we make 15 grand, so, I didn't make all that much compared to like if I use frags or something to that effect. Okay, so once we get up here, we're going to have a pretty good fight on our hands, and the enemies, I don't think, stop spawning. Okay, once we get onto the hack, I'm going to have my buddy Snow Devil watch my back while I hack the computer. And enemy vehicles just seem to be coming down the street, so he'll be dealing with that while I hack. And normally I'll have my buddy Demented Priest. He's up here doing helicopter support, and he can keep my back pretty well clear while I do that. Alright, I'm having my buddy Snow Devil get out so I can pull up a little bit, get the car in cover position so he doesn't have to run around the car. You can just run up and take cover on the car. Kind of move over a little bit so you can take cover, start shooting up the joint. Okay, he's run up a little closer. I'm going to pull my car in takeoff position so we can just take right off after we hack the computer. And that's the direction we want to be heading. Okay, up by the computer, you got these barriers up there, and that's kind of where we want to be, so we can defend from the road and from inside this refinery area. Like, we don't want to be on this side because we'll have enemies coming from that side, so we want to get in here, take cover, and one of us cover this direction, the other get the other. But when it finally gets to the point where it kind of calms down a little bit, we're going to have to hack that computer. Okay, so I'm wearing my leather vest, or my leather jacket, which means the new highlight pack hasn't come out yet, only because when they did, I changed my look around a little bit. And now that the highlight pack has come out, we're able to buy 10 armor vests and keep it in our inventory. So that just goes without saying that that's a huge plus to your well-being as far as getting shot up. You can put a new vest on. Nice. I mean, you wait till you get to level 100 to finally unlock the RPG, and when you do, it's so expensive to use, you know, but at some point you just like the hell with it and want to have some fun with it. Okay, so I normally hack the computer, but my buddy Snow Devil did it. I'm so used to being the person that does it, I forget about, you know, that I actually had him do it. Alright, so computer's hacked, and now I'm going to go ahead and just like, alright man, let's make a break for the car. Okay, once you're in the car, you're going to make a beeline for the airport. Have your stickies ready or whatever you need to do to defend yourself while you're on the roadway. Okay, this is kind of a rarity too, because my buddy Demet the Priest will have picked us up with the helicopter. So I'm not really used to this battle on the roadways. I mean, when we first did these missions many moons ago, you know, we had to do it, but then by then we got helicopters, and you know, whenever possible, you know, we use the helicopters because it just goes without saying, it's sweet. You can keep all those vehicles at bay while we're hacking the computer, and then he picks us up and flies us to the airport. I mean, you don't have to deal with any of this thing on the roadways, but I love how Snow Devil is shooting through my back window there. Okay, this yellow trail is going to take you through a gate, but I don't know. Sometimes the gate will work, sometimes it won't. All you can do is cruise up. If it won't open, you're just going to have to use that ramp to jump into the airport. You're like, come on, open up. Okay, you can't bust through the fence here. But I just decided to jump into the airport instead. It also puts us closer to one of the attack helicopters that spawn up after you collect the coke. Okay, so one of our standard thing is before we even get close to the hangar, right here to the right, this attack helicopter would be one of the vehicles that come spawn up after you collect it. So we're going to go ahead and put a sticky on it. Okay, normally put 2 stickies on there and then 3 on the airplane. Alright, and I'm having my buddy put one on there as well in case if I die, then he can take it out. Okay, and this plane is the supplier or something like that. Anyway, after you collect it, they tell you to take him out, and he's on his way, so... Alright, so we both got stickies on these vehicles in case one of us goes down, the other can take care of it. Okay, the attack helicopter isn't such an issue compared to that jet. That jet takes off and I don't know how you're going to catch up to it. There's helicopters in front of the hangar, and we will most likely be grabbing one of those. But again, my buddy the Priest would be flying the helicopter, and we would get dropped off right here, and then he would commence to lighten up the place with the helicopter. Alright, so I sent Snow Devil out, and I'm going to pull my car up and around and use it for cover. Okay, so what will happen most of the time is that my buddy the Priest in the helicopter will pretty much waylace to this whole hangar in here with the helicopter. Every vehicle that's in there is going to get blown up by the helicopter. And then he will land and snipe the 2 guys up in the upper corner. Okay, so you got to be careful about, like, a few times I'll throw a grenade or a grenade launcher up there, and it'll fail the mission because the coke will be destroyed. Alright, let's see if we can get these guys up top here. You can barely see them. One dude down. Okay, I think I tell him, I'm like, I got one guy, but I think there's still the other guy up there. Eat a little food. I'm like, let me get in one of these helicopters before you grab that. Okay, as soon as you wind up stealing the coke, it'll spawn in some enemy vehicles. It's always a little different. Okay, so there's the helicopter. And there's the plane. What I'm shooting at is a vehicle, not the plane. Okay. The plane and the helicopter were destroyed with the stickies. And now it's just a matter of picking up my buddy and heading to Madrazo's house. Well, there ain't no plane wreckage here, but it's definitely the easiest way to go. Like I said, he's in the helicopter, and I'm running down the stairs, and by the time I hit the hangar floor, it's time to blow that airplane, and it's also very cool. It's like, all right, blow the stickies, and the plane's like taking off, getting airborne, and all of a sudden it does a nosedive into the runway. It's pretty cool. I think it was a little extra because he had stickies and I had stickies, so probably when it blew, the explosion was that much more violent than normal. So, but anyway, it was pretty sweet, and like I said, I love this mission. It's long, and it's the way to do it.
Perfect. Perfect. A pleasure doing business with you.
Yep. Pleasure doing business with you too. I'll take your money and I'll keep your product. Well, it wasn't his product, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I don't know what the hell to do with it. Guess have a big ass party. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.